Welcome to SharePoint 2013-1, Prepare and Sign In. I'm Trainer Loria. What is SharePoint? It's a platform of tools to facilitate collaboration. It's like our old portal. It's a collaborative storage location like our iDrives and O drives and other shared drives. It's an intranet with websites, so you can choose to have the whole company share or be able to see your documents if you choose to. And it's fully integrated with Microsoft Office. Some uses for SharePoint include sharing a document library to collaborate and synchronize when you're online. You can store documents with revision history if you choose. By default, libraries will not have revision history, but your administrator can turn those on. Display information in an interactive format. For example, I view it on my tablet. I don't have Word on my tablet, yet I'm still able to look at and make changes to a Word document. Or if you're fully connected using a Catalina computer, then you'll have even more options. One of the greatest uses is no more attachments in email, and that's one of our goals with using this new SharePoint portal, that we can share a link instead. And you can see that I took a long link and turn it into a short link. So you don't have to show the long link if you don't want to. You can connect to corporate data anytime, anywhere, anyway. That includes using a Mac, an Android tablet, iPhone, any kind of device that you have that can access the internet. You can access our Catalina SharePoint. There are three important concepts that you need to know when using SharePoint, and the first one is tags. Tags is like using keywords in Google searches. So when you want somebody to be able to find your document, you have to determine what tags you would put on that document so people can find it later. Save tags in Office now. Any Microsoft Office, that's a PowerPoint, Word, Excel, go to File Info, and on the right you'll see Properties. So take the time to add tags now for indexing. You can always do it in SharePoint as well. Plus take the time to add titles, because titles actually show in SharePoint. So make sure that your title is in there. Otherwise you're going to have slide 1, and that won't be very useful in searching. The second good important concept is taxonomy. We know that if we're going to post something on the portal, there's a specific location that you have to put it on. Well, now you need to know where in the corporate landing site to put your documents. And your site administrator or site owner will be able to tell you where you have to go. But you can go to you start off with a corporate landing site, and then you can hover over any of the main sites and see subsites. So your documents will go into one of the subsites. And your site owner can create additional locations if needed. The third important concept is properties, also known as metadata. If I were to go into a grocery store and ask for where's the Barilla pasta, and they point somewhere behind them, that wouldn't be very useful. But if they say go to aisle 35, look on the left side, and look for the blue packaging, that would be very useful in finding that package. Well, the same way with properties. Every time you upload a document or create a document in SharePoint, it will ask you to select properties. So it gives you the name, and if there's a star, it is a required field. Well, you certainly have to put the name in, but see, you can also put the title in here. You also must choose from any other required fields, for example, Catalina Departments or Catalina Divisions, Catalina Health, Corporate, International, Catalina US, and Digital. So which files do you want to migrate? That's probably the hardest question to answer. It's probably something you'll want to get with your team and determine anything that's on a shared drive, anything that's on an external location like Salesforce. So review your shared drives and external libraries and decide which documents your team wants to migrate and you personally will migrate. You don't want to migrate everything. This is why it's not being done for you. We don't want to move everything from the portal. For one thing, they're your documents. You own the documents that are on the portal. And so as a company, we don't want to do that because we don't know what you think is important. So please don't bother bringing over old historical, personal artifacts that are of no more relevance.